It's mid-April right now, and it won't be much longer before the trees are all full of leaves. Today's a really nice sunny day. It's a little cool, and I can see a bunch of clouds rolling in from Ottawa. We're supposed to get some rain down here shortly, so today, if I'm gonna go out for a ride, it's gotta be short. And what I'm seeing here on my odometer is I'm at 49.84. So I'm 16 kilometers short of the 5,000 kilometer mark. So today's goal is I wanna see that 5,000 kilometer mark tick by on my odometer. Man, I love being out on country roads like this. You've got this stone wall right beside the road, these older style houses, not that much traffic. It's a pretty good way to tick by those missing kilometers. So to a lot of people, 5,000 kilometers wouldn't seem like an awful lot. And truth be told, if I swing back the years, 5,000 kilometers wouldn't be a whole lot for me either. I used to typically do about 10,000 kilometers a year when I was growing up. And in my early 20s, I bumped that up to about 20,000. So I've talked a little bit before about the damage to my knees, and that's kind of what did it. And that pretty much marked the end of my biking career if I wanted to try to save my knees. And I decided I did. Wasn't a decision I was happy with, and it wasn't an easy one. And I'd go out every single year to try to go biking again, but unfortunately the telltale signs that it was too much for my knees would show up every year. And that's why I got the e-bike. And just taking that stress off of my knees really has made a huge night and day difference. So to be at the point where I'm at now is absolutely huge for me because I never thought I'd be here again. So this really is a second life for me, being able to bike again. And I gotta say, I'm really grateful for it, because this has always been one of my favorite pastimes. Now you wouldn't know it to see it just looking all around here, but in 1 to 2 more weeks, everything around here is gonna be green. Like, I can see the taller trees are all budding out. And when it happens, it's just like a switch that gets flipped. Down to 13 kilometers. And I may just make it to the end of my trip here before I lose the sun. Which would be super cool. Well, this road's definitely in a lot better condition than the one that I did a couple of weeks ago. Even though it's been pretty rainy this week, the dirt's packed down pretty good. Shouldn't be long before we get some more gravel on these roads and make for a little bit nicer biking. You know, I never noticed the creek there before. This goes to show you can ride down the same road a whole bunch of times and you'll always see something new if you're looking for it. So now I'm heading west down Kilkenny Road towards Lynn. You see the clouds are getting a little bit closer, and I've got 9 kilometers left till I hit where I want to be. So instead of just spending the time talking about the mileage, but well, I'll talk about a couple of things that some of you guys might have missed. So if you don't follow the community page on my YouTube channel, I have talked about May the 10th as sort of the cutoff date for the end of weekly videos. I knew that was coming oh, I'm gonna say last summer, just because to put out a video every single week, there's so many times where I just didn't have the time in the week to do it, and I had to cut quality to be able to meet a personal goal to do that, and I just don't want to do that. I'd rather take the time, put it together the way that I want, make sure everything's done so I'm happy with it, and then put it out. And just to eliminate the pressure and keep this fun. Probably noticed over the last little while I've put out a few edited videos, and I'm going to keep the same thing up. So there'll be edited videos as well as some real-time videos, and I'm definitely not done trail riding. I mean, you can see I'm out here today to get myself into shape just so I can get out there and do some longer trail rides. Now, it's a bit of a cool one this morning, but I mean, it's not horrible or anything like that, and it's definitely bikeable today, but for sure I need the full hand gloves and a good windbreaker. Putting in a bit more effort with lower pedal assist here today. It's helping to keep my core temperature up, and yeah, like I say, I'm comfortable. All right, about 7 kilometers left in the odometer. Here's the sign for the village of Lynn. And you might be wondering, how many trail rides have I recorded this year? And the answer is 1 so far, just because the trees. I don't like the way bare trees look in videos. I just don't find it as appealing. So if I can hold off for a trail ride until we get some more leaves on the branches, then it's worth it in my books. This is where I started that 40-kilometer ride in the village of Lynn, and I'd cut most of the stuff out inside the village in the video and just sort of picked it up once I got to the hill coming up here on Lynn Valley Road. I figure this is probably a good place to go to sort of reach my goal and finish things up close to Brockville before those clouds get much closer. I love this hill. Oh, not bad, 55 kilometers an hour. Whew. If I would have had to run up to that, it could have probably broke 60. So I've got 4 kilometers left now until I hit the 5,000 mark. And in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking, if I cut over, would I get to Lynn Falls? Would that be where I hit the 5,000 mark? And I think I just would be too short. I don't think it's 4 clicks from here, maybe 2. Definitely cold enough to get the sniffles here this morning, but man, air feels good on my face. Air quality is so good this year. After all of the wildfires we had last year, oh my God. Feels good to just be out here and take it in. Just passing the entrance to Lynn Falls and got about 2 kilometers left. Wasn't quite sure if I would be able to end at Lynn Falls or not, but looks like wherever this 5,000 kilometer mark will be, it won't be here. Sure, I could make it there if I just rode around in circles for a little bit until the mileage ticked over, but nope. Let's head back up Centennial. Man, feels good to be out. It really does. Even on shorter bike rides like this, doesn't matter about the length. It just, what matters is how does the ride make you feel? And traveling through the country like this makes me feel good. $49.99. So wherever 1 more kilometer takes me. And that's the whole thing, isn't it? I've never known where this journey was going to take me all along. I never knew what I'd see on the trails. I never knew about the people I'd meet and the conversations I'd have. And, you know, just being able to get back on 2 wheels again and experience the fresh air in my face and the sun on my skin and see all the beautiful scenery just all around me. It's been a worthwhile journey. And though I might not be able to do the same kind of mileage that I used to be able to do before, still completely worthwhile. And like I always say, and I know it's a cliche, it's all about the journey, not the destination. Anyway, it's just about to hit the 5,000 kilometer mark here. And this is, there we go, 5,000. So right where I headed north on Parslow Road, get on that gravel road, this is the spot where I hit 5,000. So this is it. This is where I hit the 5,000 kilometer mark on the bike. This is County Road 27 where it meets up with Parslow Road. I never had any idea where I'd ever be when it reached this milestone, but hey, this is a pretty nice area and I'm happy to be here. The last 5,000 kilometers have been really nice. I've met so many great people, seen so many amazing things, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the next 5,000 brings. So let's bring it on and keep on keeping on. Just rounded the last corner before I get back into the city of Brockville. And before I close out the video, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's followed along with me over this journey in the last couple of years. Your support and motivations meant a lot to me, and it's really helped to keep me going. I know you're all here just for the exciting content that this channel brings, so I'll do my best to try to give you more of that. Anyway, you can see those Ottawa clouds have rolled in here now. Ottawa, thanks for your crappy weather, but yeah, just absolute perfect timing. So this is it, Stewart Boulevard, back in the city of Brockville, and this is the official end of my journey.